Yes. You know, while being a broker was helping build wealth, yes. hmm It made it really difficult to really build the business while going through an arbitration. Yeah. Living in Vancouver, yes. Having a wife. Max was born in Vancouver, yes. 5 kids. And we went through a credit crisis and went through a foreclosure. Yeah. Now, I do remember that year. Must have been 2010, 2009. It was end of the year 2008, and I did have a conversation with the chief compliance officer of helping build wealth. Yes. And he really said, Paul, listen, you're really into debt, and they had a right to know that. And what I need you to do, yes, is not pay next year's fees. Just resign, and we'll part ways. Yes, because you're up to your neck in debt, and you went through an arbitration. Yes, and it doesn't look good for our company if we continue to have you as a registered rep. Now, what's really, really weird, right? I had to agree with him. I was $150,000 in debt. I was going through a foreclosure. Yes, and I had went through 2 years of arbitration. Yes, where it seemed like everything was wrong because none of the rules of arbitration were enforced. Now it cost me my career. It cost me my house. Yes. It cost me everything I owned. Yeah. And then we moved to Airway Heights and we were house sitting. Yeah. I didn't, I really didn't feel bad about HBW asking me to not renew my registered representative. I didn't. I didn't have any more money. But I thought that when the arbitration was filed, yes, Cohen, that somebody was laughing their fucking asses off that I'd been named in an arbitration. You know, I don't like it when you put the squeeze on me. It was bad enough that Shannon Miller had shown up 6 years later. And the fucking NASD decided, well, we're just going to have to hear the case. Obviously, the client can never be wrong. Now, I didn't advise her to spend all her money, but every time you violate